Yo, it's Easy Target coming back at you with another Diablo 3 Challenge Rift video. In this video, we're going over Challenge Rift week 46. And as you can see on screen, we have a wizard, my favorite class. Let's go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not already. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. But other than that, let's go ahead and get on into the game. Alright, first off, we're going to take a look at the abilities. We got Teleport, which is going to stun your enemies. That's going to be effective to staying alive. The more enemies that are stunned will give you damage reduction. We got Blizzard, Hydra, Magic Weapon, Energy Armor, Disintegrate. And for the passives, we got Glass Cannon, Unstable, Unstable Anomaly, Astral Presence, Elemental Exposure. Taking a look at the gear. Alright, starting off, we got the Tal Rasha set. Basically, using different elemental types increases your damage done. So you want to go ahead and alternate between the different abilities. So you're using the different sources. And then for the non-set pieces, we got Nilfer's Boots, which increases the meteor damage, which actually does more damage to the fewer people that they hit. 3 or below. We have your Bracers, which actually is the damage reducing piece. Whenever you stun each enemy, it will give you 12% damage reduction per enemy stunned. And then while channeling, we get a damage reduction as well for your shoulder pieces here with the Mantle of Channeling. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and show you what I'm going to do. Whenever we get on into the rift, I'm just going to go ahead and teleport right onto my group that I want it to attack. That way I'm going to get my damage reduction from the stunned enemies, and then I'm going to go ahead and put my Blizzard, and then I'm going to put my Hydras down, and then I'm going to go ahead and use my Disintegrate. And then basically things are just going to melt around you. I'm just going to circle around and blast everything around. And hopefully everything dies fast enough. Other than that, once I'm done with my group or the patch or the elite or whatever I'm killing, then I'm going to move on to the next set. Hopefully my teleport is down. If not, just go ahead and use your Blizzard and Hydras. But if it's up, go ahead and just teleport into the group. Pop your Hydras, pop your Blizzard, and then go ahead and use your Disintegrate. And then things just melt off the screen faster than you can get it down sometimes. Some of the elites will sit there a little bit longer. Stopping gives you a maximum amount of damage that you'll get for your Disintegrate because you got your Compass Rose, which gives you 100% increased damage while standing still. And then whenever you're ready to move on through the level, go ahead and get on moving because you get 50% damage reduction while you're moving. So you want to make sure that you are constantly moving if you're not trying to knock down somebody. Alright, before I forget about it, you do want to remember to activate your magic weapon. It is activated for 10 minutes after you activate it. That should be plenty for the whole match unless you die. So if you die, go ahead and reactivate it, but that's going to give you increased damage just so you can do a little bit more damage while you're going through the rift. Let's go ahead and jump on into this rift and see what we can do. Alright, I gotta do a little bit of voiceover on it, but this one is a doozy here. Whenever you get into the rift, you're just gonna want to pop down your Blizzard, your Hydras. Then you want to make sure you have that magic weapon activated as well. Then you go ahead and use your Disintegrate to go ahead and kill the large groups or whatnot whenever you're going through. You don't want to stop a whole lot. I was testing out with this build right here, dropping down that Blizzard, making the meteors come down a little bit more and hitting the elites and the big groups, makes them just go boom. Whenever you do your Disintegrate too, you'll get a fireball meteor come down, so that helps out a lot too. So I was just popping between the both of them, Blizzard and the Disintegrate, to hope that meteor came down and just destroyed them up. Sometimes you get them down real quickly, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes you just don't get so lucky. But you just keep pushing through here. If you die, do make sure you activate that magic weapon. And then whenever you're pushing from patch to patch or elite to elite, pop down the Blizzard and the Hydras occasionally as well. And then whenever you get up to the next elite, go ahead and refresh your Blizzard and a couple of Hydras. You can have 2 Hydras out at the same time, so if it's real close to the elite, it'll help you out, do a little bit of extra damage. And then you just keep pushing through, just using that Disintegrate, and hopefully you can get through the rift in a pretty good amount of time. I'm moving through at a pretty decent time, but the second floor is a doozy. I really do hate this one. It's kind of like a little maze. This is one of my least favorite floors or maps, whatever you want to call it. that you can have, just because there's so many different turns and little nooks and crannies that you can go on. But hopefully with the elite placements that I have given you with the maps, you guys should be able to go straight to them. It is still a bit of a maze even with the maps, just because it just goes this way or that way, which way is the best way to go. But whenever you are pushing through here, make sure you are killing some of this trash. I only got the first 2 maps, but the 3rd map, you pop into it and then you'll go through and you'll get to the first little group and it'll have an elite in it, and the Rift Guardian should pop almost certainly right after you kill that elite right there. That guy is a little bit difficult, so do watch out for that, but you do have a channeling pylon right as you enter in on the floor 3, so take that to your advantage as well. Go ahead and watch out the completion of my rift here, and thank you guys very much for stopping by. If you have not already, please subscribe. This is Easy Target, and I'm out.